Okay. So, today I'm going to ask you some questions about your interests connected with reading books, right? Okay, Tosia, do you like reading books?
Yes, of course.
Well, and how often do you read them?
I often read books.
How often? Every day?
Yes, every day and every evenings.
Okay. Why in the evenings?
Because I like do it in evenings.
Okay. And is it because you have then more time? Or you simply like reading when you are already in the bed?
Yes, and I like when sky is dark and my room is light and I in another island because I'm in book.
Okay, I see. And are you a fast reader or a slow reader?
I think I am a quite fast reader.
So it means that you read, for example, I don't know, 100 pages at once, or just a few pages only?
And when I have the time, I read 100, 200 pages a day. But when I haven't got the time, I read 50, 60 pages.
And then you have to learn or you go to bed, right? You have to sleep.
Yes.
And what kind of books do you like reading?
I like reading fantasy
Okay.
because it develops my imagination.
Okay, and whose advice on books do you listen to?
I don't listen any advice of book.
Okay, so for example, your brother or your parents don't make any suggestions which book you should buy or read?
No.
Okay, so nobody recommends you any books. So how do you find about them?
I go to library or bookshops, or I talk with my friends and I find books.
Okay, thank you. Adrian, what about you? What about your adventure with books? Do you like reading books?
Yes, I do.
And how often do you read?
I read every day, every evening.
What kind of books?
Fantasy books, because they are more interesting than horror.
Okay. So I think they are popular among teenagers, right? Tosia likes fantasy books and you as well. Okay, and do you have your favorite author?
Yes, I do, and it's Dmitry Gluchowski. He's wrote 3 books, but in future he will write another. And of course he wrote a fantasy book. That's all.
Okay, and do you prefer to read the book or watch the film based on the book?
I think I prefer to read the book before I watch film, but sometimes I really want to see film and I do it before I read book.
So, is it worse or better than?
It's worse and better is to read book before film.
So definitely it's better
Yes.
first to read the book and then to watch the film based on the book, right?
Yes.
Okay, and is there anybody in your family who likes reading books?
Yes, my father and mother, maybe brother, but he is too young to read bigger books than comics or something like that.
Okay, do you ever read books to him, to your brother?
No, I have never read books to my brother because I don't like do it. No, I don't like it.
You don't like it, right? So who does it? Mom or dad?
Mom and dad.
So parents are
Yes.
responsible for this activity. Okay, and Angela, what about you? Books? You like reading them or not?
Yes, I do.
And well, do you sometimes read more than one book at a time?
No, because it's very difficult. I don't like it.
So you prefer reading just one book at a time, finishing, and then new one, right? Okay. And how old were you when you first started to read? Can you remember?
I were in the kindergarten. About 5 years old.
And who taught you reading? Your parents or teachers in your kindergarten?
My parents, my grandpa, and teacher.
And did you like it?
Yes.
Okay. And well, do you read online?
No.
Never?
No.
So you prefer printed books,
Yes.
right? Okay. And well, have you ever started reading a book but not finished?
Yes, I do. Because I don't finish the book when it was boring.
Do you remember the title of the book?
No, it was once.
Only once. Okay. And do you ever read the last page of a novel first?
No, because it's very boring then. The book was very boring.
So you just prefer reading and not finding the ending first. Okay. And well, Agnieszka, what about you? Books in your life?
I like reading books.
What kind of books?
I like reading crime stories.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Why?
I like when I don't know what's the end.
Okay. And maybe who gave you a crime story for the first
My
time?
mom.
Your mom. So
Yes.
does it mean she's also a regular reader?
She sometimes read books, but not crime stories.
Okay. Different ones.
Yes.
And do you like getting books as a present?
Yes, I like. But sometimes the books are not for me because I don't like some kinds of books.
Okay, so for someone just gives you a book and you don't like it, but you have to say thank you with a nice smile, right? But then you know that it's not for you. So then, what do you do with such a book? Do you just give it to the library as a present, or?
I got it on my bookcase.
And you simply don't read it?
Yes.
Because you don't want to. Okay. And then, do you like e-books or just printed books only?
I like printed books.
Have you ever read an e-book?
Yes, I have, but I don't like it.
Okay, why? What's the difference between printed books and e-books?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Okay, and well, what was the last book you bought, and what was it about?
I bought 3 books about young Sherlock Holmes.
And do you recommend them
Yes,
to us?
it's really good.
And well, do you more often borrow the books from the library or you buy them?
I sometimes borrow the books when I haven't got anything to read.
Okay, I see. And did your parents read to you when you were a child?
Yes, they were.
Was it a regular activity, like for example every day before going to bed?
Yes, every evening.
And you liked it, I guess, right? Okay. And, do you think that girls read more books than boys?
Yes, I do.
Why is it so?
Boys like playing some sports or computer games.
More than reading books, right? What about your adventure with books? So, are you a regular reader or not? Or a hater, maybe, more than reader?
I really like reading books.
What kind of books?
Fantasy books.
Oh, go again! Fantasy books. Okay. And, do you have your favorite author? The same maybe as Adrian does?
I have my favorite author. It's P.C. Cass, and it's American author.
And why her?
Because her books is really interesting, and you can really fast read it.
Are they for girls or also for boys?
I think they're for girls.
More than for boys, right?
Yes.
And how do you get them? I mean, do you borrow from the library or
Sometimes I borrowed it in the library, but when they are not, I bought it.
I see. And when you buy books, do you lend them to your friends after reading, or do you simply want to have them on your shelves?
No, I lend them for friends.
Okay.
They can read it too and tell me if they like it or not.
Okay. And so you exchange books, right, between your friends?
Yes.
Okay. And, is there a book everyone liked but you hated?
Yes.
What is it?
Pustyni w puszczy.
Okay. So why did you hate it?
Because it's very boring and the film is boring too.
Okay.
I don't like Nella and Staś.
Have you seen both versions? I mean the old one and the new one, or just the new one? Because there are two films,
Maybe new one.
Okay. I personally think that the older one is really more interesting, but maybe it's because connected with my childhood. Okay. And how many books do you read a month?
4 or 5 books.
A month. And would you like to read more, but you simply don't have enough time, or is it just the number you are satisfied with?
No, it's just the number I'm satisfied with because I like doing some other activities.
Like, for example?
Like surfing the internet and with my friends.
Okay, so reading books isn't your only passion, right?
Yes.
And you mentioned the internet. Any e-books in your life?
Yes, I bought some books on the internet when I can borrow it on the library.
Can you see any difference?
Yes, I can smell the
paper, right?
Yes.
And the paper when you read
and I can touch it. So.
And maybe you have to sit in front of your PC, right, instead of lying in the bed. Okay. And what about other members of your family? Do they read?
Yes.
As much as you do?
Not as much as me, because they don't have so much time.
So now Kinga. What about books? Kinga and her life with books. Do you like them?
Yes, I do.
Can you say that you even love them?
Yeah.
Or just like you love them? How many books do you read a month?
Oh, maybe 5 or 6.
And would you like to read more, but you don't have enough time to do it? Definitely. And which is your second favorite activity? The first, for example, is reading. What about the second one?
I like learning.
Wow. Okay. And as far as free time activities are concerned, I mean, your hobbies then, duties.
And I listen to music.
Oh, and I've got an interesting question. Can you read and listen to music at the same time?
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I can stand reading and listening, and I can hear only the music.
So you simply can't concentrate, right,
Yes.
on the book, and you just listen to, you just hear the music, and you don't concentrate on the book itself. And well, whose advice on books do you listen to?
Well, listen to your heart. It's really popular in.
No. Once again, whose advice on books? For example, who recommends the books to you? Your friends or your parents?
Okay. So I think it's my mother. She likes that kind of book what I like to read, and she sometimes gives me her books.
I see. So you sometimes read the books from your mother's childhood. Yes, is it so? Okay. And well, can you remember any titles which you could recommend to us?
So
Maybe not to us, but to your friends. Can you recommend any titles?
Yes. So Michelowicz books.
I
I read them all. And I know. Maybe any from the.
I know what you mean.
And
Montgomery's books.
Yes, and Pollyanna and Crossman.